Welcome to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money, and we know that. I'm excited. I haven't been in a session with my partner here
Let's
in a
go.
while.
Listen, the December sickness and the January travel and Mark getting stuck in an airport for 40 hours.
That was not good.
He tells me to travel. This is why I don't travel.
I don't tell you to travel with me, though. That's the difference.
Oh my
I don't
God.
seem to have luck.
If it doesn't have brakes, I can't push. I don't want to get in it. All right. It's just I always get bugaboos about that. So,
well, we got a great episode that we've entitled "Our Year of Change."
Yeah, I got some great stuff coming this year. 2025 is going to be amazing.
So for our listeners, viewers, clients, subscribers, really we want to set the tone for 2025. We came off a record year in 2024.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal year. Unbelievable.
Just kind of recap 2024, rebrand or relaunch of our corporate name, Iron Tree Financial. We also brought on a new media coordinator, Sam, who's working the camera behind the background right now.
Integrated 2 new practices.
2 new practices, commitment for another advisor to come onto the team, opened our branch in Tampa, actively working that.
Have a new office coming up.
New office.
Yeah.
And that's... that's really where we want to start for this year is that continued growth and what clients can expect coming forward. And this is an exciting year because it's an anniversary year for us.
It's an anniversary year, and don't forget, we have something really special that you've been working really hard on.
Yeah, so for our listeners out there, this will be our 25th year, and this year we're going to celebrate, and we're going to do a unique charity event, which we're not announcing now, but there will be a press release on it to celebrate that 25 years in the Capital District area.
An opportunity to really help some charities.
Yeah, so if you have a charity out there that you would like us to consider in this charity endeavor for 2025, please email or call us in with those suggestions. There'll be a defined list of charities that can benefit from the event that we're going to be hosting.
I think it's going to be an amazing event, and I think we put a lot of thought into it, and now we just got to get all the pieces to fit together. And I think we're gonna be an amazing event.
And we'll be launching that in spring. You'll understand why we're launching it in spring.
Not the winter, not the frigid,
not the winter.
negative 100-degree Alaska weather coming through right now.
So we'll be launching that in spring. But just so our listeners can understand, look, a time of change. We're at that period of time where we're about a week and a half away from a new presidential inauguration.
Yeah, the change in power is happening in a couple days.
So there's going to be a 4-year window of policy change.
Right.
So, in continuing with that in our own practice, in spring as well, where we are scheduled to be moving to an entire new office space.
Which is, it's a huge upgrade for us because, the office we've been in has been great, but it's still, it's like out of the 1990s.
We've outgrown it.
Right. Our team is bigger. Our technology is different. We have a podcast room. Right. So I'm super excited to see what a really updated, modernized space is going to look like, and then how our clients are going to see that as well.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important for listeners and advisors at other firms to hear that on our podcast. I don't know of any other financial firm in the Capital District area, or probably even in most of New York State, that has a dedicated social media room.
The only one I've seen is Harding Mazzotti, and they're an attorney firm.
Yeah,
and they have an amazing person who does it full time.
That's what I'm referring to. Is
right.
Financial
There's no financial.
Advisor.
No,
I can't think of a single one that does. So, our technical capabilities are going to get drastically improved with our new location.
Yep.
The office space is going to get drastically improved for the growth that we have happening. Right,
we're tremendous growth.
Yep, we have more room for more advisors as we continue to grow, more room for existing advisors, and an overall better technical client experience when they come in to meet with us.
Yeah, I feel like it's an important thing that when someone walks in, they see daylight, right? Seeing sunlight in a meeting is amazing. Or being able to go sit on a patio on a nice spring day and sit outside.
Sure.
It really de-stresses you, and there's a look, you're thinking about the physiology of what people do. Well, sitting behind a desk all day in front of a computer screen, it doesn't bode well sometimes for mood and for your stress level, right?
Yep.
Getting vitamin D.
For our operations team,
right?
Our marketing
being
team,
in the sun is huge.
Right, all the people that clients call in and interact with. Their workspace needs to be modernized and needs to be enjoyable to work in, right? Like we want our employees to enjoy working at our firm.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said to like a Google style model and interactive style model.
It adds a lot more flow.
It does. So, the point of it is the change is going to continue for 2025 for our listeners, for our clients. If you're not a client, we'd love you to be a part of that. In addition to that throughout the year, we will continue to post updates via our magazines that we put out on a quarterly basis, our digital magazines. We'll be continuing to push out our charity events, our seminar educational events, fireside chats that we have going on.
I think the thing I'm most excited about is all the events we have.
Yeah.
We have more events this year than ever before.
And we do a lot usually.
Right. And this year, and Sam, I hope we can have it on like a nice little rollout where we have, I think, 6 events through the first quarter of the year between office and fireside and Social Security and tax planning events. We have a ton of events this year, and we want people to come. We want you to participate and be part of it with us.
Yeah. And as we wrap up, this segment, we want that involvement. That's our key for our listener base, our clients, and our prospects is try to plug in and be involved in what IronTree has going on this year. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of benefit back to the community and charities, and you're going to get rewarded, for that, and you're going to get rewarded for the education that we'll provide for you for this year as well.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm pumped up, and more than anything, I love the fact that in the end of the year, I always refer back to Sam because he's really taken a good leading head start on creating a live podcast. And either being live at a venue or being live at an event and being able to interact with people or have people interact with us on a podcast and ask questions, right?
We're pushing out shorts more.
Yeah, it's great.
We are now on Twitter as well, so you can find IronTree Financial on Twitter as well. If you have questions, topics, comments, you want to be involved in some of our change and our activities coming up, you can email IronTreeFinancial@CeteraIS.com for investment services. You can also reach us at 844-444-YTYM. We did not change our phone number.
It's still the same. It's still the same number. We're going to change our address, though. That's coming. Change of address is coming.
So, as always, it's your time
and your money.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Your Time, Your Money. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to share this with friends, family, coworkers, anyone else that you think might be interested. If you do have questions or topics, you can always email them to IronTreeFinancial@CeteraIS.com. Please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Spotify, Google Play, and many other sources that were available. And you can reach us at 844-444-YTYM. And as always, it's your time and your money. Cetera Investors is the marketing name of Cetera Investment Services. Securities and insurance products are offered through Cetera Investment Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services are offered through Cetera Investment Advisors, LLC. Cetera is under separate ownership from any other named entity.